Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh my god. Oh. Hello, welcome to the channel guys. On this Monday morning, trying out my new boots. They are brilliant. However, I've got the wrong socks on with them. I have to wear socks that come up over thicker socks, and the socks I've got on are falling down inside. Anyway, it's a depressing Monday. Is this one of the most depressing days of the year, I think? Because it's a couple of weeks after New Year. I don't even know what date it is today. And I certainly feel it anyway, plus the weather as well. Let's go for a walk then. I don't even know what we're doing. Probably look at some trucks, yeah. So here we are. It's Monday. Yeah, the boots are fantastic. Really are. So we'll find out how they perform. Is that what this is about? Well, yeah. I did have a thing that I'm walking across the Bannockburn, but because it's been raining, that's not going to happen. With these, it probably was possible last week. But it'll be a lot higher now, so no, that's not going to happen today. I'm just trying to cope. I'm just not, because I didn't go to Glasgow or well, it was Edinburgh. I couldn't really decide what to do yesterday, and I fell asleep on my couch at 11. So I've got some kind of Protestant guilt complex because I didn't go to work, basically. And when you only work 2 days of the week, it's a bit of a yeah, it's not a brilliant situation. Because I really describe what I do as work, could you? Oh, well, fuck it. Well, yeah, it's just more of a whatever it is. It is what it is. And oh, we've got a dog coming. I try not to impose myself on people. So hello. Hiya. Miserable. It's a bit sheltered in here. Yeah. Right, so right. Where were we? Yeah, so what the fuck? So here we are now. So the car, I've got to deal with the car. I've started cleaning the house. Yeah, that needs to be done. Has to be done. The house cleaning operation. But I think in a morning like this, it's like, what the fuck? In Scotland, it's like, this is horrible. And I'm starting to think that I maybe should stop drinking alcohol. So it makes you feel worse a lot of times. Although we are going out on Wednesday night, so that's when that's, you know, I do enjoy my pint right enough, you know. I suppose I get into this kind of nihilistic frame of mind where nothing seems to matter or nothing seems to have a point. I briefly watched Hubnut in his Hub Notes talking about his mental state and stuff like that. I mean, when you put yourself on the internet, you're opening yourself up, aren't you? So this morning I went on a J.K. Rowling, the LGBTQ thing, this J.K. Rowling argument, and basically pasted some stuff that I'd already had from previous arguments about prescribed safe spaces in the UK, which the government's prescribed years ago, and stuff like that, right? And it drives them mad because it doesn't align with their argument, or it doesn't help their argument at all. So this woman actually copied. She found a picture of me off Facebook, which I put there, obviously, because you know, it was a picture from college with me and Justine, and she says, "Are you one of those?" Something like, "Are you one of those that goes into female-only spaces?" You know. And then I did the same as what she did. I had a look at her profile, and she looks a mess, this woman, right? So she's probably maybe 15 years younger than me. She looks like she's got family and that. And I just looked at her and made an instant sort of decision, as we do, because we have that ability to look at people and make assessments, and as she did with me. And I just right away thought, this woman's got an alcohol problem. Like, she's a functioning alcoholic in domestic setting. She looks a mess. And I thought, well, no, I mean, I'm not going to engage. You know, like, I could have got a screenshot of her picture and said that. Well, what's the point of that? You know, that's mean and cruel. So I didn't do that. So that's how, obviously, it would have deteriorated after that, wouldn't it, the discussion. So I just copied and pasted more stuff. I mean, there's no point in really talking to people, they're not going to listen to you. But you can put that stuff out, and it kind of blows up their argument for the benefit of anyone else. Although, maybe, yeah, what is the point? Good point. What is the point? I don't think there is one. Am I just trying to annoy them? Well, yeah. Well, they're trying to annoy me, I suppose, so. Definitely got the wrong socks on. So much so that I'm actually thinking about going home. Well, the reason I've got the wrong socks in is that my whole structure at home is starting to fall apart. You know, the domestic setting is becoming it's not working the way it should. And that's when you keep on working or keep on doing something. What goal have you got? I don't even think I've got any goals. And the way I feel right now, I don't even see the point in me doing art, because I've been replaced by a computer. You know, a computer can do what I do in a sort of fraction of the time. Well, in a fucking few seconds. It'd take me like a month to do a piece of art. So I'm being totally replaced by a computer. And obviously, if my art was that good, I'd have been offered a job by now, and I haven't ever. Obviously, wasting my time with that. So I've got a bit despondent with it. So you go, well, just go and get yourself an ordinary job then. And then that's going out the window as well, isn't it? What the fuck's the point of that? Besides the fact I don't really need to. This is no good. I really should have known that these socks wouldn't work with these boots. That was a real mistake. So I failed to get myself dressed properly in the morning. When you come across somebody that's in a worse state than you, it doesn't make things better. No. But I think that woman, the woman that started screenshotting my picture and accused me of, well, what did she accuse me of? Going to the toilet, is a mess. An absolute mess. She's like us all. She's kind of what's that one that when you're? What's the one about when you are master of your own demise? You know, that sort of thing. There's a better way of saying that, and I've forgotten. When you're, because she's in control of everything she's doing, or she thinks she is. I imagine she controls her man, her children, and her family. That's what women do. They're sort of very controlling. My sister's like that, very controlling. And what most of the men in my family just sort of ignored her. And because I didn't fit I didn't fit, so I was banished from the family, which is fine, because it's fucked anyway. So because I didn't fit into these boxes, I was an embarrassment to them. They actually said that. And but there was no insight into their, like, what they've done is okay. Everything they do is fine, but everything I do is not okay. But everything they do, like sleeping with different men and stuff, getting pregnant, having various different lovers, different husbands, that's fine. And dumping them, that's fine. And then the main fucking problem my sister had was that, you know, when a man takes his daughter down in the church to give them away to another man, they're walking down the aisle and they give up their daughter. So that's why the daughter takes the man's name, surname. Traditionally, that's what they did. And of course now they don't have to do that. So the problem is, he tried to give her away, but she didn't. So there's responsibilities that she needed. I'm saying this for a talk about what's wrong with modern women, I suppose. So she didn't, or wasn't interested in her responsibilities. So she sort of came back to him, well, came back to his bank account, if you like, in the bank account. Because these men didn't suit her or whatever she wanted to do, or didn't let her do what she wanted to do. And it all went horribly wrong. So that's just as bad as any trans thing, you know, or whatever, or sexual, I was going to say deviancy, probably deviance as in away from the norm, you know, like steering off the road sort of thing. I don't mean it in a pervert. I don't want to make it sound like you're a pervert if you're gay or something, right? And so what happened was, so she never left his bank account. So that was the whole point. She should have built a life for herself, but she couldn't do that. So that woman looks a bit like that. Alcohol problems. Why would you really bother? You know, if you're a happy person, why would you go arguing about safe spaces to random strangers on the internet? You wouldn't, would you? I think these videos, the ones that I'm doing right now, are just for me to vent off. I think vent off about stuff. I think that's all it's for. If you want to watch them, fine. If you don't, oh, yeah. Well, Hubnut calls his other channel Hub Notes. I suppose that's what I'm doing now. And with his car stuff is the main thrust of his channel, and I suppose truck spotting should be mine. Although I'm not really. I'm a bit of a fake, really, because I don't actually know that much about trucks. You know. So Oh god, what a nightmare. Yeah, so let's just make it quick. I don't want to make anybody else seem more miserable than what I am. Maybe it spreads. Maybe the misery spreads. Maybe it does. The misery spreads. Oh, I'm gonna have to look after these boots as well. Oh aye. Oh aye, you're gonna look after them, are you? So what I'm doing with the house, I'm going through. I'm started in the kitchen. I'm looking at stuff that I don't use. I mean, I like these videos because I like the creatures quacking away. Yeah, I like the creatures. I've got a confession to make. I killed an animal the other day. I feel bad about it. It was just a freaking buzzy insect thing. Yeah, it'd gotten in the house in one of the logs, and I tried to get it to go out. I opened the door and everything. That was on Saturday night, and it wouldn't go out. So I didn't have to kill it, but I did, and that was to save me trying to get it. Well, it was to save me leaving the door open. So the guilt is high. So you don't really see them at that time of year, and obviously it must have been hibernating or something. And then it'd been in probably in one of the logs from the roundabout. So it was quite an evil thing what I did, yeah. Yeah, it definitely was. Could put a slow motion camera on here and just watch that. No, not really. So that, but well, we are destructive beings, aren't we, humans? You know. They could come along and just knock all this down if they wanted to. They have done things like that all the time. Just come and clear us all away. Knock it all the fuck and that's it. Knock it all down. There could have been a better way to deal with the situation. You know, open the window. Part of the problem is I realised the house is such a mess that I wasn't even able to deal with that situation properly because so much junk around. So I need to no, that's one reason why, and another reason, what happened, the logs had laid down the roundabout for about a year and I cut them up with the chainsaw. You would think the fucking thing would have, you know, when I cut them up with the chainsaw, you would think it would have woke up and come off then. How did it manage to get in the house? You know, it's like it's not like I took the logs straight into the house. I put them out the back, chainsawed them, and then split them. I just find that really bizarre. How did that creature manage to get in the house? It must have came in the logs. Although, you know what? I don't actually know for sure. Maybe I'm just... See, right, so the burn's higher. Yeah. Right, we'll go to our favourite bit, the bit where I do my talks. And I bet you, any money you like, I won't be able to do my talk there today. Yeah. I mean, how do you make more engaging videos? I think it takes a lot more effort, doesn't it? You know, definitely. A lot more technology as well, understanding how the equipment works. So it's certainly a lot higher now. I would think that, there's no way you're going to walk across that, don't be silly. Even with your wellies. No, that's not going to happen, guys. No. Look how high it is. So I can't quite decide what to do with the car. I've been offered 200 quid for it by this guy from Glasgow. He said he'd pick it up today, and I answered him because I got offered 231 for it at Dunfermline at Upullet, Inverkeithing. And I was sitting there going, well, it's got half a tank of diesel in it. I've just got to drive it there. But then they're going to give me a cheque, aren't they? Does that matter? Well, better to get cash, but I don't think it matters that much. You know. Right, so that's where. Oh God. I was down there, wasn't I? So you can see totally and completely. I was down there doing my talk. Not today, you ain't. Wow. There's a lot of water in there, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah. That's the Bannockburn. The Bannockburn. I could see this being a little truck spotting video today, just a little bit, and then get back home. Got on with it. I think we'll just get on with the cleaning of the house thing. It's not something that I look forward to doing. What the hell's happened up there? I didn't know that was like that. It looks like the roof's blown off, doesn't it? Don't think that was. Did that happen today? I never know exactly what angle to put it on, so I'll have to. It's never that easy to. Oh. I'm never sure what angle it's going on. So we've got plenty. Unbelievable. There's a stone managed to get in my fucking boot. How the fuck? So arguing about gender and everything is such a backward thing. It really is. That's the only way to put it. It's backward. It's not productive. It's pointless. Now the reason it's backward is one of the reasons, and this is for you women. Although you're not going to want to listen to me, I suppose. So it's a bit of a moot point. But the women are becoming obsolete. Now what do I mean by that? Well. Like I just talked about how a computer can do the art that I do, so I'm becoming obsolete. So human beings are becoming obsolete. So it's some human beings are becoming obsolete, yeah. So we are being replaced by computers, AI technology. So the problem for women is females that they have feminism has made them too expensive for the market. Sorry I'm using these terms, but it is the most accurate way to describe it, the reality of it. You can pretend it's not like that, but it is like that. And so men can go elsewhere. You know, they have that ability to go elsewhere. They don't need them. It's basically, well, they do, but because the feminists have made it so difficult for them, then they just say, oh, we'll just go somewhere else for sex or whatever, or we won't bother. We'll just enjoy life, you know, on our own, enjoying life without the hassle of these annoying, overbearing, unproductive is what a lot of them are, you know. So they were, well, let's talk about the lady that got shot in America. I mean, that was an appalling thing that happened. That was appalling. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's Rachel Moe husband taking it nice and canny. Alright, take it time nice and slowly. Alright. Right, so I mean, she had a wife, so there was two women. Two women together, and if you notice, if you look at the footage, it's quite shocking. I find it really shocking how people can be so inhuman about the whole situation. Oh my god, what the hell's that crap? You know about the fact that she got shot in the head when she wasn't trying to run over anyone, as far as I can see. You know, Aaron Hollage. I need to get my glasses on, guys. I can't fucking see anything here. My Cantine Transport trailer. She wasn't, as far as I could see, trying to kill anyone. She was trying to get. She was doing wrong. I'm not arguing about that. She did wrong. But how bizarre is it that you get shot like that when she wasn't running anyone over? It was a total overuse of power, and you know, I think that Vance talks a lot of shit. Donald's gonna avoid it best as he can. So there's this woman. What's my point? Where am I going? Well, right, she should have been home looking after her kids instead of being an activist. That was my point, right? So I don't know where our kids were, who was watching the kids, who's looking after them. We've all done it. I did it as well. Should have been at home looking after my kids when I was doing other things. Well, it's different, I suppose, for me, but the roles were confused with me because I became a single parent and I was still trying to earn money, and that's what I should have done, because it was forbidden for our family for anyone to be on benefits. It was seen as just not acceptable behaviour, so I should have ignored them and just done it. That's what I should have done, you know. And I tried to work and earn money in business when I was bringing up my two kids, and it didn't work in the end. So what's my point? Alright, okay, well, yeah, there's a lot of work involved in looking after kids, bringing kids up, and traditionally that's why a more conservative type situation would work better, you know. I would say I need to get home and change my socks. So it's Beresford Transport Services. Alright, we haven't seen them before, have we? No, we haven't. Oh yeah, taking it nice and canny. No, we haven't. I just got Cantine Transport as usual. They're always here. Sometimes they give me a wave and a peep. Oh yeah, that sounds powerful. Yes, big diesel engine. So there we are, guys. Oh, stop the stupid accents. Oh yeah, stop it. Stop it. And there's a DAF. I want a V8 motor, and I'll start working with you in a truck company. Yeah, so what I was saying was that human beings are being manoeuvred by computers. So then where does your everyday feminism, where does this women thing, J.K. Rowling type thing really work then? Where's it going to go? Well, my prediction is it's going to go to them lot being owned, if they aren't already. That idiot needs locking up. There's legislation is in place to lock her up, J.K. Rowling. But it's not doing them any good at all. They're not. So they've priced themselves out of the market as today's modern women. Today's modern women, unfortunately, things are not working out well for the majority of them. The wealthy ones are doing well, but the majority of them, the Grand Picasso, the majority of them are not doing well. So J.K. Rowling is not a good person to follow. She's not a good role model. She's a billionaire, made money out of Harry Potter books, and then a lot of the messages in that, it demonstrates that she wasn't sincere when she did the books. She doesn't genuinely believe the messages in the books, that you can be who you want to be, you know, about identity and everything like that. So the books are false. She's probably got somebody else anyway. So today's modern women are going to get crushed by the hierarchy, the AI. Hey! Yes! The Volkswagen Golf! Yeah. Oh, still going. Still going. Gives you a buzz that when you put your foot in the throttle. So what we got here? Yeah. Pollock. Yay! Oh aye! Pollock. There you go. BSW Timber. Yeah, I don't know that much about the trucking industry. How does it work? Do they just go up and pick up a trailer and then you know, go to the office and they get told to go somewhere? Morrison. Right, so continue. Oh, there's Henwood Transport. Aye. Yeah. Right, so that's it. It's quite windy today, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got So J.K. Rowling is not a good role model for us, and this talk's not exactly working out very well. But so the whole trans thing, there's a massive load of problems with that as well. But we really don't get to talk about that. They'd rather waste all their energies talking about bathrooms, and so the whole thing, it's not doing anyone any good. Yeah, a more conservative approach would probably be better. I don't see J.K. Rowling as really. Graham Linehan, that guy's mad. He's an idiot. Where do we go from here? The genie's out of the bottle already. Can't really go back. So unfortunately, my understanding is that women or females are being priced out of the market by their own, well, by people like J.K. Rowling, a wealthy billionaire. Horseshoe distribution. That's a good one. Never seen them before. Horseshoe distribution. I'm always on the lookout. It's like they can catch me out the trucks. They sort of sneak up on us. Yeah. So everything's gone wrong for women, and equally everything's going wrong for men as well. What sort of life have they got? Oh, there's a truck coming. When they're on their own, just pushing their own desires and following their own hedonistic pleasures. I mean, that's not a good idea either, is it? Yeah. No, not really. Even if Grant Limited. So it's not really working out well. So we're back to those at the lower end of the hierarchy being crushed, unfortunately. Wow. I tried to take a picture. I did get a picture of it, which is why I didn't even notice the name on the side of it. I really don't know what the answer is. Well, the answer is stop listening to J.K. Rowling for a start. Well, I need to stop listening to her then, eh? So is that where we're going wrong with this? Yay! H&R Grey. Oh yes! Oh yes. Oh, the smell of timber is amazing. Reminds me of my childhood. Yeah, it does. Because I was, my dad worked at the car park pulp mill, and got that smell, that wonderful smell of timber. Yeah, that's quite a good one, that, actually. I'm quite pleased with that one. So yeah, there's not much point in me going on about it. It is what it is, and it is going to go its specific way. Alright. So, car transporter. Right. You know, it's going to result in the peasants being crushed. So what about the middle classes then? Are they going to get crushed? Well, yeah. Afraid so. Afraid they are. They're already being crushed. And the net zero thing is right, VSD. I try and keep it about the middle for the short, so that the short, you know, it kind of that actually, I don't really need any more images of trucks. I'm starting to deal with the ones I've already got, which is what I was doing yesterday. I maxed out my upload limit again yesterday, which is I maxed out my upload limit, and so I've got a few problems to sort out, but unfortunately this thing where they're using this argument to protect women and girls, and that woman this morning said to me that is a danger to women and girls somehow. Which is, it's quite a horrible thing to say to somebody you don't know, you know, and just say that. You know, there's a couple of cyclists there. Yay! Are they going straight on? Well, they're going quite fast, weren't they? By the time I got around to, you know, I wanted to try and get a picture of them, and they actually came on me. I bet they don't do that in the bedroom. Well, they will with each other, of course. That's the thing about Mark Steele. He started being really homophobic. So obviously, I'm not in a position to say anything to him, because you become his target if you speak out against him. So I've started not. Really, the reason I listened to Mark Steele was because of the net zero thing and the ludicrousness of it. And how we shouldn't be doing it. That's why I started listening to him. But it seems like with him, it's his full-time occupation. It's just keep bashing away at anything and everything. And he's infatigable. I don't think he'll ever really listen to anyone. So, starting sort of being homophobic and everything with Macron, and there isn't homosexual. Well, who cares is the point, you know. So it's a kind of, I don't think it's a good avenue to go down. No, I don't think so. No. It's not a good direction to take, you know. I just think I'd be going down to the Bannockburn there, and I thought, well, you know, up there and then down, like what I normally have been doing. Because of the boots, I've got the wrong socks on. I need to go home, sort that out. The washing's on. I need to get the fire on. You know, I need to get the fire on. Yes! We've got a nice peep, yes! From the guys from the, council guys are fantastic. I always say nice things about council. Yay! Always. Never say anything bad about them. No! Never! Right, so we're at 41 minutes. I think the thing to do is, I need to decide what I'm doing with this car. Because I can't decide. Do I get in touch? I think his name's Liam Ferguson actually, I think. He is wanting to come, but he picks up cars and stuff. Exactly. And his offer is the best so far. But it's not the best, no. There is a higher offer. But I need to take it to Inverkeithing, which wouldn't be a bad thing to do. There's a risk involved with that. It's not far, there's diesel in it. I could go there and get an extra £31. It's just because I fancy doing it. Go out for my jollies. Is that why? So I seriously am thinking I'll do that. Just go to I mean, I've got a bus pass. Could drive it to Upullet and Inverkeithing. They offer me £231 for it. How can that compete with normal people? Like, if somebody says, I'll give you £150 for it, then Upullet's giving me 231. It's a problem if you want to try and buy a cheap car. It's not so easy to do it now. What's your hurry? Well, get it the fuck out of the way. You know, it's sitting in front of your house getting in the way. You know, get rid of it. Move it along. You know. Move it along. So, the guy said he would come for it today, but I haven't answered him yet. So I assume, well, I'll just say to him, I think I might just message him and say, come for it today. Or can you come for it? And he might come for it tomorrow or Wednesday. I need to get a little plastic cap off the washer bottle for my white car. I noticed it's the same. I need to do that. I'll do that today. So we need to sort that out. At the end of the day, I know I can get 231 for it at Upullet. So if the guy turns and says, I don't want it now, because it took me too long to answer him, then, you know, I suppose these things they've got a margin. So his margin, if he pays me 200 and he takes it to Upullet, he'll get 231. Has he got a better deal with him? Does he know a scrappy in Glasgow that's better? Well, he probably gets better. Well, how much would I get if I took it to Braidwoods? I could drive it to Braidwoods. I don't know how much they'll give me. Wait, we should phone them. I've got a load of scrap that needs to go. Why don't I take the scrap away and then ask them when I'm there? I don't know, Well, I think we're going to be coming into the house. There's a truck coming now, guys. You're not going to be going scrapping, are you? Try to organise your life is difficult. Oh, there's the rain on. There's the rain. It's Roger Page. Roger Page. Roger Page. You don't want to be looking at a lamppost. Right, so we've got rain. We've got rain, we've got rain, we've got rain. There's no brawly. We've got rain. I'm going to go back to that place where I bought these boots and buy more. What's it called again? McCaskey's. They've got all the stuff that I need. Oh dear, we have. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say what's the problem. Wow. GL transport. BGL transport, guys. I do prevaricate quite a bit, yeah. Maybe making decisions is not my strong point. Unless I think I can make a decision if a bear came running out there, I can make a decision quick. Well, one, you can't really run from bears, can you? No, not really. You can't run from bears, so what do you do? God, yeah. Wow. Well, if I was anywhere where bears were about, I wouldn't stand here, would I? I would have a gun anyway, wouldn't I? I'd need a gun, probably. Need a gun. Alpha. Planet One, graffiti route. This is graffiti, I'm so excited. Where are they going now? Oh look, the wind's getting to them. Got a truck coming now. What is this truck? Yay! Right, right, so it says PPS. PPS, got a flash there. Yes! We got a flash, guys. Oh! I mean, it was a half-arsed video today, wasn't it? Going on about what's the nut job? Billionaire John Mitchell there, going on about that. So, yeah. Well, I think it's time we shuffled off home. We are getting wet. Definitely getting wet. Right. You're upsetting my human rights here, like you can. Right. Well, what's the meaning of life? That's what I don't even know if I'm trying to find that. I don't think there is one. That's the problem. I think I've found it, and the answer is there isn't one. There's no meaning. All we do is just fucking exist. Why are you moaning about existing? Why don't you just be happy and exist? Well, because I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? Well, because human beings very rarely are happy. Why? Fucking hell. Everybody's looking to see what I'm doing. Alright. What we got here? 2 trucks. Yeah, right in the composition, guys. We've got some of our big engine. Right, we've got this one as well. We've got Derek Heaps Scotland, and right, we'll get that one. Oh, Derek Heaps and XBO Logistics. Yes. Oh yes. Yes, the Mustang. The Mustang. Well, that was quite good getting two in the same, two beside each other. Maybe we could do with getting shouted at by somebody. That maybe liven things up a bit. The last time I said that actually happened. Yeah. It was weird how that happened that day. So we're at 50 minutes. So I'm not keeping up with the videos. I'm trying to catch up. So the other phone is nearly empty. It's nearly empty, yeah. Hey! Right. Yes. Nice to get a peep from Mercedes van. Yes. Please give me a peep, give me a wave, give me acknowledgement I exist. Validation. Validation. Yeah. I feel better now, you see. I feel so much better that I've been validated today. I've been validated, guys. I feel so much better. I'm gonna go home now. Gonna pack up my equipment. Right, so I keep getting these ideas all the time. Right, we need to get steak. Right, so the ambition is to get steak and a frying pan with onions in it and mushrooms and tomatoes and a bit of this and a bit of that. Put it in this wok and carry it down here on my gas stove. And I don't know, 6 bottles of beer. And just drink all the beer and eat the steak in the roundabout. Can't take my car, obviously. I'm not going to take the car to do this madcap scheme. I'm not going to take the car. Andrea Wood. Someone clunked in the back. Right, so that's what we need. We need some steak. It's none of your business. It's none of your business what toilet I use. It's none of your business. It's none of anybody's business. Female spaces, women only spaces, and spaces that have only got women in them. Women don't like you being in their space and they'll get rid of you, and that happened to me, right? And it wasn't even their space, you know what I mean? It wasn't a prescribed space, it was their space. So they thought, because I didn't suit what they were going on about, I got ejected from it, and that happened to me. And it's still not, it's not completely not sorted out yet. It's definitely going to get slightly messy, yeah. So we need to, so we are opening, I can't say too much about it, I've been in trouble already with talking about it. It's part of what happened. But female spaces, so you've got male spaces. So they're always going on about, they're always going on about female only spaces. Well, there's a. But what about male spaces? Now, the male spaces were the pub. That was their space. And their clubs. Of course, females invaded these spaces. Didn't they? There was a case recently where the women wanted to be in a club down in London or something. So they invaded these spaces. But they never think about that. They never talk about that. Never do they, ever. It's all about what they want. So there's no balance to that. It's a kind of strange argument, selfish argument. You know, it's a selfish, self-centered, me type argument. And then it was actually called. You know that movement they had? It was called Me Too, the Me Too movement. How selfish was that? It was actually inherently selfish, Paul Harris. It was an inherently selfish idea that more. It was inherently selfish. And no, if your face doesn't fit, you're not going to get to stay in these groups. If they just can't really cope with you or whatever. And a lot of it is if you're an aspie, like I am, you're going to say things they don't want to hear. But you're going to tell them the truth, and they do not want the truth. They just need validation, comfort, support, cushion. They want cushioned from the realities of the world. The last thing they want is some idiot aspie come along and they try to explain to them exactly where they're going wrong, which is more of a logical male type thing. And even the females have actually invaded autism as well. They're demanding to be part of that. So it's usually males that suffer from autism. Which is, yeah, okay. Oh, you're too late. Oh, you missed it. Right, well, I'm going to go now. I think that's enough. So it's 56 minutes. Well, that's quite a while, isn't it? Well, that included walking here, though. Yeah. It did include wandering down here. Yeah. So we need to get... Why don't you just go on and buy loads of thick socks? Well, because they'll need to get delivered. That's fine. I'm going home now. I'm going to walk up the... Oh, what's that? Oh, it's A&F Grant. Yeah. So we're going to go home now, guys. I always thought it looked a bit odd. Does anybody know what this person's up to? What's this person doing? A he, she. The he, she's on the roundabout. The he, she's a fucking YouTuber, you dafty. Have you not realised how big that platform is? And how many people do all sorts of things? Video and all sorts of things. And obviously, there's going to be people with video trucks. Yeah. It's going to be quite easy to look after these boots, actually. I see for Picasso. I don't see any trucks. I don't see any. I just don't see any. Got a jogger. Got a jogger here, guys. Oh yeah, we've got that one there. Oh, I don't want to look at Markel Riley Transport. Markel Riley. If you're going home, why would you stop? Well, because right, got a wave there. See that, he was swatting a fly. If you, maybe we should start like doing presents or something. If you get captured in the video, in the photograph, then you get, I don't know, a week's holiday in Lawrencekirk or something. Staying at some distant cousin or something that doesn't know that it's happening. Something like that. And you've got to pay for it as well. And you've got to sleep with my cousin or something as well. And you've no idea what they look like. I don't have no idea what they look like either. So that would be a good way of getting the channel ratings up, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's a bit of an odd place to stand here. I don't normally stand here. Yeah. Right, I'm definitely going. Oh, what's this truck coming? What's this truck? It's very difficult to get away. It's very difficult to get away from here, you know. Right, what is it? It's a truck. Is it Burns Express? I always remember the little people. The little people are the ones that's doing everything. Right. They're the ones that's doing everything. Keeping the country going. Why do you want to keep the country going when we're going to get sucked into a black hole? Ah, right, okay, well I forgot about that. Now that's what's left of the deer. Not much left of it now. Nature takes it back. Yeah. It's probably about 2 months that's been there. I don't know, when did the bones get eaten up as well? That's what's left of it, poor thing. It didn't stand much of a chance. No, not really. Right, that's it, I'm going now. I can hear a train. Sometimes I do train spotting as well. Oh, hi. Oh, what's this? We've got a truck. There. McPherson. Aye. The council are in my shot. Oh, we've got another one. The managerial twat's going to come and say, "Can I ask you what you're doing?" You know, it's always like that passive aggressive, malignant narcissism. That's how you get a job in the council, as a management. You've got to be a malignant narcissist. Yeah, it's true. Right, we're going home. Going home now, guys. Let's get to the top of the hill and get moving. It's part of the exercise regime. Let's get home and get on with what's needing done. Get on with the... Getting hell. The boots are hurting me because I've got the wrong socks on. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what I should do. You know that argument I got involved with this morning with these feminists? I should post my videos about the... Yeah, I should post the video where I'm talking about... I don't know if you can. Post the one where I got 1,100 people watched it and they're all gender critical feminists. Post that one on. Put the link up. That'll maybe bring it back to life, eh? Might get another 1,000 views. And then what will it do? Will that make you feel better? You get paid for that? Do you need any money or any extra money? Is it going to do you any good? No. Is it going to do them any good? No. It's not going to do anyone any good. So this, if I had my old boots on, they'd be leaking by now. These ones are not leaking, but I need to invest. I need to either go out and buy thick socks, or maybe I should go back to McCaskey's and buy socks there, because maybe that's the problem. The socks that I'm buying are all, they're not lasting, are they? They're cheap crap. Cheap shit. Right, so thanks for coming along this truck spotting video. That's us at 1 hour and 4 minutes, which is too long. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So I mean, I'm not happy with it being the way I am either. It's like, you know, but so it's none of anybody's business what toilet I use, and if I do use a toilet, nobody knows. I just go and do it. You know, talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. Just go and do the toilet. Isn't that what people do when they go to the toilet? What do they do? And what are you supposed to do in a toilet? Have a party? Get a trampoline? You know, have some kind of, you know, you're not supposed to, you're just supposed to go there to do the toilet, aren't you? It's a ridiculous idea. Arguing about toilets. What sort of moron is going to get to the 40s and 50s and spend their time arguing about toilets? A good job. The video's going to end in a few seconds and I'm going home for my breakfast. So this is going to blow over. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe all the way home.